Well, at the individual level. And actually, you know, what we sort of came across is that, you know, it's largely the same issues at different levels, individual, local, and global. You know, and at the individual level, it's like disbelief. When you tell people you're a progressive Muslim, you know, people say, oh my God, there are such a thing as a progressive Muslim?
Like Dr. Pepper.
Or, you know, and if you're a queer Muslim, it's all the more so. It's just, you know, I feel like a unicorn sometimes. Invisibility, which ties into the fact that, you know, we don't have much of a community. People don't see us. I mean, it's sort of the same thing. You know, we're like the unicorn. People don't see us. We don't fit into any concept. And because we are scattered sort of far and wide, and we connect from all over, but locally, we're pretty thin on the ground. People don't see us. And, you know, we show up at the mosque, and we sort of try to blend in so we don't create trouble. And we're in our political progressive groups, and, you know, people think we're very nice, and, oh, it's so good to have a Muslim here. But, you know, it's like, okay, fine. Lack of representation in the political left. And, you know, again, I mean, these really express very tightly related facets of the same thing. Isolation, lack of a home and community. You know, you go to one place to be religious, you go to another place to be political, you go another place, you know, I mean, where do we really get together? And, you know, it's like, I think a lot of the other, you know, again, there's so many other issues. I don't want to harp too much on the gender issues, but as a queer Muslim, I feel this is one of the few places once a year I can come and not be treated like a total freak show. And, you know, I think progressive Muslims altogether may feel some of that. And for GLBT Muslims, there's damn few places where, you know, we can just be totally out and, you know, who we are, where we are. Being viewed as inauthentic. Oh my God, you're not a real Muslim because you're not living in the 7th century. Feeling like the mosque is not a safe space. Do I need to elaborate? No. At the local level, big problems with organization. We've networked on the net beautifully. But, you know, it's like I have more progressive Muslim friends in DC, Toronto, Georgia, than I do in San Francisco. And, you know, I think a lot of us feel the same way wherever we are. Global, building an infrastructure and networking, collaboration with other organizations. You know, how do we outreach to other groups? Do we outreach to other groups? How do we make ourselves known? And this comes back to our solutions that we get down here. The MPV can address concerns through providing a space for members to network, meet, and create new chapters. We might have local and regional retreats, not just this big annual national retreat, but maybe like in California, a statewide retreat, maybe twice a year, or this is in the summer, we could meet in the winter. Wherever you are, geography and climate may affect those decisions, but you know, and reaching out to other groups. You know, it's like the more moderate groups, and like the MSAs. Most of them are going to be pretty conservative, not as far left as we are, but they will probably have members who might be interested. You know, it's like Muslim kids go to the MSA to be with other Muslims, and most of them will not be interested in what we do, but there will be a few who are. And also there are Muslims who are involved directly in issues, especially justice for Palestine, you know, anti-war in Iraq or in Afghanistan. So, you know, do we get involved in that work with the other groups? And, you know, we've got a good, strong emphasis on gender issues here, but I think we also need to be involved in other social justice and economic justice issues. Like some guy in our group online had a total hissy fit saying we're not real leftists because we're not addressing labor and poverty issues. And, you know, well, the left is broader than that, but historically that is the heart of what the left is. And, you know, right, it's like usury. You know what the Quran says about usury. And, I mean, this is one of the greatest sins historically. It is so haram, it is so forbidden. And our economic crisis that we're going through now is all entirely due to usury. You know, there's so much we could be doing. And, you know, I don't want to sound like, oh, we're terrible for not addressing all these things, because frankly, we're a small group. There's not that much of us. We can't do all that much. All the more reason to outreach and network and, you know, do some recruiting, like send emails out to other groups and whatever individuals. Work hard on outreach. And, you know, give us the basis to build these local groups so we can get together and build our movement.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Group 1.